Hello and welcome to Beyond Serenity. The awakening process for the Divine Feminine is a very painful road. It brings us to our knees over and over, leaving us in a state of bewilderment and utter aloneness. Adding to the tumultuousness of this journey, the actions and behaviors of the masculines in our life often causes us much pain and confusion. As awakening Divine Feminines will have experienced, the masculine energy can be quite erratic, ranging from baffling, hot and cold, in and out behaviors to actions which are extremely hurtful and abusive. The upsetting male encounters may be directly related to our divine masculine counterpart, or they may involve other masculine soul connections and relationships. Whatever the case, our faith in the masculine energy has been broken. It's easy for us to fall into states of blame, victimhood, and low self-worth. However, these states are not of benefit to either ourselves or the masculines in our life. Regardless of their actions in the 3D world, at a soul level, our masculines are not trying to hurt us. Rather, they're operating out of a state of deep pain and confusion. The hurtful behaviors are not a conscious choice, nor are they how our masculines truly want to operate in this world. Rather, they're reflecting back to us the density of the lower vibrational states in which we are residing. As feminines, our deep-rooted core wounds of abandonment, betrayal, loss, and our feelings of low self-worth, lack, fear, guilt, and insecurity are keeping us anchored in heavy, dense energies. This density is tethering our masculines to the lower vibrational realms. In this state, they themselves are plagued by their own deep insecurities, as well as immense amounts of guilt and shame. And this is showing up as distorted behavior in the physical 3D world. They are in a deep state of pain, and their actions toward divine feminines is not a reflection of lack of love. Rather, it's an unconscious response to the lack of love that us as feminines are showing ourselves. With this knowledge, we can have understanding and compassion for the painful state of our masculines. However, it's crucial to recognize that this compassion does not equate with us condoning or accepting mistreatment. It is not your role as a feminine to continue allowing yourself to be victim of hurtful or abusive actions and behaviors. On the contrary, we're here to help anchor a vibration of pure, unconditional love for self and others so that we can shift ourselves out of the density. As long as we continue living in a state where we're not loving ourselves fully, completely, and unconditionally, this lack of love will continue to be reflected back to us. Our masculines do not want to be causing us pain. On the contrary, they love us deeply, and our hurt perpetuates their state of pain. But their actions are here for a purpose, and they are stuck in this loop until we shift ourselves. They are unconsciously serving as our guidance system by reflecting to us where we need to make changes in our life. Your divine masculine and other male energies in your reality are only showing up as they are because they're in a wounded state, which is a result of existing in the current lower density timeline on which you are residing. The only way to access consistent, healthy masculine energy in physical form is to shift yourself onto a higher vibrational timeline. And your divine masculine is here to help you make this shift. You've been initiated onto a journey to awaken you to your soul essence, an essence which you've been blind to up until now. In spite of what your physical eyes are seeing in the 3D, At a soul level, your divine masculine sees within you a beauty that you can't see yet, and he sees everything that you are meant to be. You're being invited to fully embrace your role as a divine feminine and step into the power that you're here to embody. Every single outer world situation is divinely orchestrated to push you towards becoming the best version of yourself. How you react to these situations will dictate how you experience the unfoldment of your journey. Sitting in a place of blame or victimhood will only perpetuate the experience of painful events. If you're in an unhealthy dynamic, your role as a feminine at this stage of the journey is to separate yourself physically and energetically from any form of mistreatment or behavior that does not feel good and is not in alignment with the state of love. Learning to live from a place of authenticity while creating and holding firm boundaries for ourselves is one of our biggest lessons. As divine feminines, love and connection is our core essence, and abandonment is one of our biggest core wounds. Expressing ourselves authentically and holding boundaries can elicit extreme amounts of fear that we may cause the severing and loss of a connection. This fear is a big part of what needs clearing. Shifting out of the fear and into a state of fully showing up for yourself is what you're being asked to do. It may mean digging very deep to find your self-worth and the courage to stand your ground in not accepting mistreatment. Or it may mean letting go and walking away from a person, situation, or event. In any case, we are being guided to learn to live from a state of surrender and trust, knowing that we're always being divinely supported and that making choices which honor ourselves will accelerate our shift onto a higher timeline. And it is this shift in us which will unlock the door for our masculines to make their own shift and step into the highest version of themselves, which is a strong, powerful, supportive, and unconditionally loving presence. Our masculines don't want to be anchored in these lower vibrational states, and they don't want to be hurting us. They yearn to show up for us in the physical 3D with the unconditional love and support that we desire, but they are bound by our actions. It is us that holds the power to shift our reality by making the changes and showing up for ourselves fully and authentically with all the love that we deserve. Until next time, with unconditional love.